Hello everyone, welcome back to our very new episode in High School Dynamics. As promised, today I'll be driving through our second video, as we could call it our very first video. As promised, it's going to be not as long as the other one, since I'll be cutting each topic into a new video so you can actually get and understand the information in each video that you need to know. As mentioned before, that it hasn't been an easy year. Although I'm still in grade 12 as a high schooler, but I'm going well. Thankfully, things are getting better. The vaccines are getting released. Hopefully, people could start actually think about getting the doses, so we could actually get our lives back. So let's start off. I was very, confused if I could start in with the message to the teachers or the message to the students. But after I actually just uh, papered out my topics, I thought that we won't be actually talking much to the teachers. Most of my topic will be to the high schoolers. So I thought about just running through our message to the teacher. And as I have mentioned in my last video, that this channel is done from my own perspective. It's not based on research. It's not based on people's opinion. It's my own opinion. It's what I have been through high school, from grade 7 up to grade 12. Mainly, you will find me focused on from grade 11 and 12, since COVID appeared, and it actually changed a lot of things. I don't think any high schooler have faced what I did face. Of course, thankfully things are going good, but we faced a lot as a grade 12 class of 2021. We faced too much, so I think we have the experience that a lot of schoolers didn't have. So to start off, um, I'm a very friendly person, honestly. I always take my teachers as my friends, as my parents, of course, depending on their ages. But most of my teachers were actually my friends. Some were actually my grandmother's age, but they were actually very friendly to me. That's why I thought we should start up by a message without bragging about it. Okay, so let's start off with an example. Miss, may I go to the bathroom? You know that look when you take it? There's this specific look that we all know it, that you're not going to the bathroom, you're going to wander around. I totally understand that 70% of the time, maybe 80 or 90% of the times, I didn't go to the bathroom. I go to see my friends, or I just go take a 5 to 10 minute break. Sometimes it can go longer. I'm not saying it's good, I'm not saying it's bad. Teachers might think what I'm saying is bad, but they were students in a day. So I think they will understand what I'm talking about. I think in the very first day of each school day, in the very first day, which is usually in September, what we should build is trust. If we have trust, we have everything between my teacher and my friends. So if I started on just not being straightforward with them, I won't gain their trust, and I won't be enjoying my class, and I won't be enjoying my subject. I won't do my very best as expected. That's why if we're having trust, we'll be having everything. As the example I gave, this look that we all know it, it's a bit funny, but we all know that look. If the teacher actually, I would love, it happened to me once, if the teacher just could pull me alone and she told me, do you need a break? And I would actually say yes. I now I have the audacity to tell my teacher, I'm not feeling too well, can I just have a 2 minute break outside? Most of them Honestly, they say yes, and sometimes they say no. At the beginning. It's a school. That's what this is. We're going to learn, but at the same time, mentally, I need to be ready mentally before physically. If I'm not ready mentally, I won't listen. I won't focus. That's why my main message to the teachers is just all we need from you is just. Now I have the dust to tell my teacher, sorry, I didn't have the power to do my homework. I would actually lie and I won't be straightforward last year, or maybe in semester one. I wouldn't be straightforward. I would actually just tell her, sorry, I forgot. It's in my bag. But now all I could say is, sorry, I wasn't too well to do it. We didn't go through. We didn't go well this year. In other words, since I'm not quite close, we were mentally very, very down this year. Me and my grade. I have talked to a lot of my friends, not only me. We have applying to universities. We're having some other things to deal with outside of school. We're having family issues. There are actually some teachers who actually understand that well when they actually just put us, are you guys okay? Do you need a break? I totally respect them. They understand that if we're mentally okay, then physically we'll be focusing in class. So just all we need is trust, and please, please, please focus with the students' mental health. I think it's very important. All of students are facing a very hard time due to COVID, of course. But before COVID, we also have a life out of school, and we have our lives in school. Thank you to all the teachers who actually understand my point. A lot of teachers might not get my point, but we also need you guys to listen. I'm actually I love when my teachers listen to my problems and listen to my concerns. This is what we're asking. All we need is you guys, if you could guys listen to our problems, our family issues. Sometimes it could be a huge impact on our education. Uh, we used to have this teacher. I remember when every class and every beginning of a class, we all discussed what happened yesterday, if our days were good or not. And at the very end of the class, she used to pull me and pull others, of course alone, and ask us if you're okay, if things are going better. If we're being a family, we will actually do our best in school. This is my point. But also, on the other hand, I had this teacher. He was just doing his job. Okay, I totally understand it. He was a great teacher, honestly. He was, he had great ways and great teaching skills. But he never actually asked us about our lives. He never asked us, okay, why do you want to postpone the test? Maybe we were going through a lot. Maybe we actually don't understand. And I actually had this teacher, when if the class was talking, he would actually just count to five. And if we weren't silent, this was in grade 11, we weren't kids. We would have a quiz tomorrow on what we were taking. Okay, I don't understand the word of what you have just said. How are you testing us tomorrow? And I'm applying to universities. But if he actually had another solution, I totally understand. Every teacher has a way of teaching. I totally understand it. But if he had, at the very end of the year, we talked to him about this way, and he was like, I got it now. Okay. This is my main message. Just ask about our mental health. Focus on our mental health. I mean, ask about our lives. We will actually, you guys will gain our love and support after. That's why I think it would be a great idea if we just become a family throughout the year. It will make a huge difference. it will make a huge difference, I mean, in our education life. Me as a student, I'm acing the classes that um, that I'm enjoying the teacher with. If the teacher actually is just doing his job, and all of this is my opinion, I don't do so well. I get stressed out in tests. I couldn't go talk to him after class about my problems. That's why I feel I'm getting tested just on 2 plus 2 multiplications, algebra. I, this won't actually help me out in my other subjects. So this is my message. Don't get me wrong. It's an opinion. Maybe it's right, maybe it's wrong, but I think honestly, this is what we should all do. That we should be a family. Thank you.